From 13 WREX, this is 13 Cares.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Jeannie Hayes. There is an event coming up to help people who are fighting breast cancer, to help people who may be diagnosed in the future, or maybe people who have survived that fight and want to inspire others. We're here now with Ashley Beto from the American Cancer Society, and this is a huge fundraiser for you guys, the Making Strides Against Breast Cancer Walk.
It is. It's one of the biggest fundraisers that we do in our office, but it's also a huge fundraiser that we do nationwide. So we're really excited for it coming up.
Good, good. Okay, and it's weird to think about because I feel like we just did it, but you do it every year in October because October is especially for breast cancer awareness, right?
Yep, October being Breast Cancer Awareness Month. So this year our event is scheduled for October 20th. It's a Saturday at Martin Park. So yeah, it's just right around the corner. I know it's kind of weird to start talking about October, but it's going to be here.
October is upon us. Yeah, that's crazy. So how does the walk work for people who haven't been out there before? Because you've been doing this for a long time.
We have. This is our 11th year here in Rockford. Overall nationwide, this is the 20th year of the Making Strides event.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, we've had a lot of practice here in Rockford, but basically the way it works is registration opens at 8 a.m. The walk begins at 9. It's a 3-mile non-competitive fundraising walk for people to just kind of take part in, okay. And just come out and enjoy the day and support breast cancer awareness.
I love that it's non-competitive because fundraisers where there's a race can be a little bit intimidating for those of us who maybe aren't the fastest runners or walkers. So do you feel like more people come out because of that?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, last year we had 5,000 in attendance.
Holy cow.
Yes, it's significantly grown over the years. So this year we're hoping to have about 6,000 there.
That's amazing. So can you come out like with your kids, your grandparents, the whole family?
Yeah, bring the whole family. It's just amazing to see the people that come out and I mean, it's just a sea of pink everywhere you look. And you have dogs that are dyed pink, you have hair that's dyed pink, you have people that are decked out head to toe in pink. So it's just a great way to support the cause. And
you can go all out for this then. You can, really have a lot of fun with the theme. Now, when we think of breast cancer, we think of it affecting women, but men come to this walk too.
They do. The one thing that a lot of people don't realize is men can be affected by breast cancer. Mm-hmm. It is a small percentage. Only about 1% of men are diagnosed each year with breast cancer. But 1% is a lot when you think of all the people out there. It's huge. I mean, it really is a large number when you add it up. But you also have the other side of things where men are a lot of the times the caregivers to their wives, their mothers, their grandmothers, their daughters. So they're there in support of the entire family.
So it's important for everybody to know about it. It seems like everybody's life has been touched in some way by breast cancer as well. Do you find that when people come out to this walk, it's a chance to kind of share some of those stories too?
It is. I mean, you're bringing together a whole group of people. I mean, 5,000 people last year that were coming together. Yeah. And in some way, they were all touched by breast cancer or cancer in general. So just by having all those people there and all those different circumstances and life experiences, it's just kind of amazing to see it all form and happen.
And you get a lot of survivors coming out too.
We do. It's a great event where we're able to recognize the survivors and those who have personally been touched by breast cancer. So we're able to recognize them and celebrate them and their lives, and we're also able to celebrate those that we have lost to the disease as well.
Which of course there are so many as well. But I mean, the chances of survival are getting better and better and better. I feel like every time I talk to you, you have some new good news about treatments.
It really is. I mean, the 5-year survival rate for breast cancer, so meaning if someone is diagnosed with breast cancer, it hasn't spread anywhere else, the 5-year survival rate is about 98%.
That's huge.
That's huge. I mean, we've come so far. If you look back into the 60s, the 70s, it was not even close to being the 98%. So we've come a long way. We still have a ways to go, but we're making strides to get to a better outcome.
Hence the name of the walk.
Exactly.
That's so great. Is this your biggest fundraiser of the year?
It's one of them, yeah. Okay. It definitely is. I mean, last year we raised about $315,000 with this event, and we're hoping to raise $325,000.
Well, that's what I was going to ask you is how the money actually comes in, because I know it's a huge fundraiser for you guys. If you want to participate, do you have to go out and get pledges, or is there like a charge to walk, or how does that work?
There's a lot of different fundraising ideas. We encourage people to fundraise for the event. They don't have to, they can just come out, but there is a registration fee of $25, and with the registration fee you get a free t-shirt that you can either pick up in the days leading up to the event from our office, or you can get it that day at the walk.
Okay.
And then we encourage people to raise anywhere from $100 to $200, and we have people that go way over that.
Okay.
So we have a lot of different fundraising ideas, and we do have some information sessions coming up where people can learn more about our event and get fundraising ideas and all that type of stuff.
Well, that would be my concern is like, okay, great, I want to do the walk. Sure, I'll raise money. And then I'm like, where am I going to get $200 from people from? So what are some of the specific ideas that you have that people can use to fundraise?
One of the ones that still is tried and true and works is sending out letters, emails, asking your friends and family for just a small donation, $10 here, $10 there, and it does add up. Other people will do bake sales. We have companies who sell pink ribbons for us during the month of October. We have just even sponsors that will donate a amount of money to us to be a sponsor for the event. But there's a lot of different fundraising events. We have a lot of fundraisers that are coming up in support of the Making Strides Against Breast Cancer Walk. One of the things somebody did was they did a garage sale, and all the money is coming back to Making Strides.
Well, that's a great idea, and if there's one thing we need, it's more garage sales. I'm obsessed with garage sales, so that's a great idea. So let's talk about these information sessions, because there are 4 total, although 2 have already happened, so there are 2 chances left for people to go, and these are completely free, right?
They are. They're free, they're short, they're to the point, just about a half hour. The first one coming up is October 4th, and it's going to be at the Roscoe Public Library, and then the next one is October 10th, and it's going to be held at Giordano's. The October 4th one is in the evening, and the October 10th one is over the lunch hour. So
that's great. So whichever one works with your schedule better.
Exactly.
Okay, and then is there a deadline that people need to actually hit to sign up for the walk, or you can register that morning?
You can register that morning. You can turn in your money that morning as well. If you have large sums of money, we try to encourage you to turn it into our office ahead of time.
Sure.
But you can do it all that day.
Okay, now how many t-shirts are you actually going to have? Is it better to sign up in advance if you want the t-shirt?
We will have extra, but just to be sure, we encourage people to sign up ahead of time.
Well, yeah, because I mean, if you're expecting maybe 6,000 people, that's a difficult amount to guess with t-shirt orders.
Yes, exactly, and just to get your right size too.
Yes, yeah, because you don't want to end up, there's nothing worse than being like very large and having a very small shirt, or being very small and having a giant shirt that you're swimming in. You know, it's nice when you can have one you can actually wear again after the event. So there are a couple different ways to register besides showing up that morning. Again, it's October 20th at Martin Park. But people can call, they can check out your website. What's all that information?
You can call our office, 815-229-1287, or you can go onto our website, makingstridesrockford.com.
Great. All right, we do need to take a quick break. We'll have all this information for you again at the end of the show, so grab a pen and paper if you need to. But when we come back, we're going to talk a little bit about the process of being diagnosed with breast cancer, what that means, and what the treatment is like, because it's really not something to be scared of in this day and age. So we'll be right back.